Alright guys, so today we're doing some ginger beef and broccoli. It's super easy, super tasty and super healthy. It's keto friendly. Ready? Let's get into it. Alright guys, so the ingredients we've got today, we've got 1 piece of beef flank steak or skirt steak. We've got 1 bunch of broccolini. We've got a piece of ginger, 3 cloves of garlic. I've got 2 teaspoons of tapioca starch. I've got some white sesame seeds here. I got some coconut aminos, which is a healthy soy sauce like I've talked about before. And we've got some pink salt and some cracked pepper. Just want to cut it into strips, about that size. You don't want them too thick because you want this to cook really quick. We're just going to chuck in some cracked pepper, some pink sea salt, and the 2 teaspoons of tapioca starch. We're going to give that a mix around and we're going to set this to the side and get on to prepping our veggies. Give it a good mix in. Alright, so next we're going to prep our veggies. So I'll start with our garlic and ginger. We just want to crush all these garlic. Take the skin off and we're just going to dice it up. Same with the ginger, we're going to dice that up too. So just into thin slices first. And we just want to roughly dice it. We don't want it really crushed, but we don't want it chunky either. So when it's all diced up like that, just run the knife through it. Just make sure there's no big chunks in it. And you can put this to the side. So put that garlic to the side. Now we just want to take the skin off the ginger. Same with the ginger into slices, then dice it up, then run the knife through it. So thin slices first. Run the knife through it again a few times. Now set these to the side, we'll get on to prepping our broccoli. Alright, for the broccolini, pretty easy. Just take the heads off, separate the heads from the tails and chuck them all in together. Alright, so to start with I got my pan on medium heat. We're going to throw a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on that to start. We're going to start cooking our broccolini first. So in with the broccolini. I'm going to fry this off a little bit first. And we just want to add a little bit of water just to start steaming it. You don't want to cook it long, about a minute if that. We don't want to cook it all the way through, we just want to steam it a little bit. We're going to take it off because we're going to finish it in our sauce. Alright, so most of that water's evaporated now. We don't want to cook it anymore because we're going to keep cooking it in the sauce with the beef later. So we're just going to take that out into a bowl. We'll wipe our pan out and we'll get on to cooking our beef. Alright, so I've wiped my pan out. I've turned it up to super high because you really want this smoking when you put the beef in, because when you chuck the beef in it's going to cool it right down and you really don't want this beef to stew. Alright, so we're going to cook this beef in 2 batches. I'll cook the first batch, chuck it in with our broccolini, and then I'll get on to cooking the second batch. Alright, so our pan's starting to smoke now. So we're going to put a little bit more extra virgin olive oil in there. Chuck in half of our beef. Right, so we're going to seal this until it's sealed on all sides. And we're going to take it out, put it in with our broccolini. Now you really want this pan hot when you're doing this, because otherwise this meat's just going to stew. Because we've cut the beef really thin, it's not going to take long to cook this at all. So all we're looking to do is get some colour on this beef and we'll take it straight out. Right, so this beef's nice and sealed now. So we're going to take it out, cook the other half, and we'll get on to making our sauce. Alright, so all the beef's cooked off now. We'll put that to the side. I've turned my pan back down to medium heat because you don't want this garlic and ginger to burn, so a little bit more olive oil. Garlic and ginger in there. Just going to cook this off till it's nice and fragrant and not raw. Alright, so when it's nice and fragrant like that, I just want to throw in our coconut aminos. And we're just going to throw in our beef and broccoli. Give it a stir in, combine it. We're just going to cook this for about 1 minute so it's all incorporated. All the flavours are into that beef and that broccolini. And then we're going to plate it up. So 1 minute and this will be reduced down to about half. Be nice and tender, the meat, the broccoli will be all cooked through. The beauty about using coconut aminos instead of soy sauce, it's got 1/4 of the sodium in it, so it's really, really healthy. And not only that, you don't have to add sugar because the coconut aminos will add nice sweetness to it. So this dish, traditionally, you'd put some, like 2 teaspoons of sugar in it. You don't need any because the coconut aminos, sweet enough, you don't need it. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I got my new light set up. So the last few videos, this new kitchen, it was a little bit dark. So I've got my new light set up. Very excited about that. It makes the videos a lot clearer for you guys. Alright, so that's been going for about a minute now. So we're just going to turn the heat off and we're going to plate it up. Alright, so this is going to serve 2 people. You can serve it with some cauliflower rice, any vegetable rice, broccoli rice. It's up to you. I'm just doing this by itself because it's more than enough for me like this. So put it in the middle of the bowl. Nice big serve. And the last thing we want to do before we eat it up, we just want to put a good sprinkle of sesame seeds on top. And there we are guys, that's my easy beef and broccoli. Give that one a go, serve it with some cauliflower rice, whatever you like. Remember, don't cook the same stuff all the time. Switch it up, cook different, come cook with me, come cook healthy. Let's make Australia cook again, and more importantly, let's make Australia healthy again. Thanks for watching guys, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.